to produce graduates who have the spirit of Pancasila, competent and have social awareness, complete and miracle. To produce innovative research, publication in reputable national and international journals, attainment in intellectual property right, contribution in solving public health problems, to organize transparent and accountable public health higher education, organizing cooperation and partnership in the field of three pillars of higher education.
We always support the improvement of the education quality process by enriching knowledge through visiting professors from top international universities, general lectures from many reputable universities, international conference with varied speakers, summer course, joint researchers, student achievement, and so on.
We have international programs since 2016 in order to support Diponegoro University to be world-class university or WCU. The programs are 4-degree program and non-degree programs such as International Class, International Conference of Public Health, Tropical and Coastal Development or ICOPH TCD, and summer course. We are committed to improve the quality of the education process by enriching knowledge through visiting professors from top international universities, general lectures from many reputable universities, international conference with varied speakers, and summer courses. We also focus on development of science and discovery of new findings through research from upstream to downstream, joint research with many reputable universities and international NGOs, international and national publication, including joint publication with professors and lectures from international universities. Our research also resulted to some invention that registered to the patent and intellectual property right.
This is my first visit and I hope it'll be the first of many, and I hope that some of your students will perhaps come and join us to study at postgraduate level in Dundee in the near future.
Community services also one of our main concerns. We are committed to always contributing to solving public health problems at the local and national levels through networking, community empowerment, and many more. And furthermore, we also publish the result in some accredited journal of community services.
We are committed to improve the quality of the health human resources and communities' quality of life through public health high quality education at any level.
Therefore, we have high-quality lectures and academic staffs. As per today, we have 7 professors, lecturers graduated from top global universities and top national universities as well. To support the lecturing activities, we provide the laboratories with sufficient tools and equipment. To support the lecturing activities, we provide the laboratories with sufficient tools and equipment. We train our lecturers and the academic staff to improve our quality according to the technology development. We also have joint research and publication with national and international institutions such as NTU, ANU, UMS, UKM, Mahidol University, WSL, UNICEF, UNAIDS, and many more. We also facilitate non-academic activities for students and all academic staff such as basketball field, volleyball field, bicycles. Also facilitate academic activities such as library, online library, discussion rooms, and journal room. We also support student achievements and accomplishment in local, national, and international competition.
At Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia, I was lucky enough to be an inbound student at UNDIP.
I really appreciate the UNDIP Faculty of Public Health team.
I really appreciate my time here, and I just want to thank UNDIP and all the faculty for such a memorable practicum experience, and I hope to be back in the future.
By producing high-quality public health alumni, it will certainly provide the widest possible benefits to society in general. In this way, our main goal, which is increasing the society's quality of life, can be achieved optimally.
Diponegoro University has been moving ahead to be the best university in Indonesia by providing 13 faculties of undergraduate and postgraduate. Diponegoro University has graduated 300,000 qualified alumnus. Diponegoro University also establishes vocational schools to generate a ready-to-work alumnus. Holding the fighting values of Pangaran Diponegoro, such as honest, brave, fair and attentive, Diponegoro University keeps producing excellent alumnus nationally and internationally, while also contributing in the development of knowledge, technology, art, culture and exercise.
Diponegoro University now is a rising star. We have planned to become one of university in 500 world university rank. We have been continuously improving the supporting aspect such as regulation, facilities, financial system, bureaucracy management, information system, as well as quality of human resources, quality escalation of three Dharma perguruan tinggi is the primary target of UNDIP by stimulating the downstream of research outcomes that can be beneficially implemented for the society. We are also keen to improve the quantity of national and international academic publication, as well as the number of doctorates and professors in Diponegoro University.
Now, Diponegoro University has been improving in two important aspects of achievement. institutionally and student achievement. Diponegoro University has become a world-class university by being ranked 5th amongst almost 5,000 universities in Indonesia. Meanwhile, the students' achievement in both national and international scales of prestigious events are increasing. The vision to be an eminent research university is supported by the continued increase of research funding. The total research and civil service funding in 2018 is 123.7 billion rupiah. It consists of PMBP, the National Competition Research Funding, and Collaboration Research Funding. The intellectual property right becomes the indicator of significantly improved research. The patent consists of simple patent, patent, international patent, software and invention legal letter. To support the academic process, Diponegoro University has been improving the student facilities. Thus, the students will not only get the knowledge but also the actualization space. The academic service, Diponegoro University has built a central computerized system that includes the service for the online study plan and online registration.
Iklim kompetisi di Undip yang sportif dan konstruktif memacu saya untuk terus berprestasi dalam akademik maupun non-akademik.
Didukung dengan fasilitas umum dan keakademikan yang lengkap.
Sehingga membawa Undip masuk 10 besar universitas terbaik di Indonesia.
Undip berada di daerah beragam budaya yang harmonis.
Yang pastinya Undip lebih baik.
Undip lebih baik. Bagaimanapun, Undip pasti lebih baik.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me start today's session. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Dean of the Faculty of Public Health Universitas Diponegoro, Dr. Budiono SKM MKes, the Honorable Head of Master Program of Health Promotion, Faculty of Public Health Universitas Diponegoro, Dr. Andes Syamsul Huda Budi Mustafa MKes, the Honorable Speaker for today's visiting Professor, Fukleti Ngok from University of Social Sciences and Humanities, VNU HCM, and to all of today's participants. My name is Novia Handayani, and I will be your host for today's session. Welcome to the Visiting Professor, Anthropological Insights into Behavior Changes for Developing Health Promotion Model, brought to you by Master of Health Promotions, Faculty of Public Health, Universitas Diponegoro. Praise to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has bestowed taufik, mercy, guidance, and inayah to us, so that on this occasion we can meet in a good condition, physically and mentally healthy. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start today's session, let us recite Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And to start our today's agenda, let us all pray according to our respective beliefs. Pray begins. Pray ends. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the first agenda is the opening speech from the head of Master of Health Promotion, Faculty of Public Health, Universitas Diponegoro. To Dr. Andes Syamsul Huda Budi Mustafa, MKes, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Novia Handayani. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's okay, my first. Yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed speaker, Dr. Phuc Lê Thi Ngoc from Vietnam National University, faculty members, colleges from other universities, representative from various organizations, health promotion advocates, and dear students. First of all, I'd like to convey the sincere apologies of the Dean of the Faculty of Public Health, University of Diponegoro, who cannot join us today due to this involvement in the 67th Dies Natalis celebration in our university. With many our leaders attending that significant events, I am honored to represent him and warmly welcome to all of this visiting professor session. We are privileged to have Dr. Phuc Lê Thi Ngoc with us today, delivering a lecture on anthropological insight into behavior change for developing health promotion models. This topic holds immense importance, particularly for those of us involved in public health, as it offers new perspective on how we can better understand and influence human behavior to create more effective and sustainable health promotion strategies. To our students, faculty, and colleagues from other institutions and the organization and advocates dedicated to health promotion, I encourage you all to engage to this session activity. The anthropological approach set by Dr. Phuc will provide valuable insight into the cultural and social factors that drive behavior and essential standing in any health promotion effort. This is particularly relevant for Indonesia, where our diverse population presents unique challenges and opportunities in promoting public health. In my hope, this event will not only broaden our knowledge, but also spark meaningful discussion and collaboration that can contribute to the advancement of health promotion, both in Indonesia and beyond. Thank you for joining us today, and I wish you all an insightful and enriching experience. Enjoy this morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Dr. Syamsul Huda, for the opening speech. The next agenda is let us all take picture together. So to all of today's participants, please kindly open your camera and we will take a photo together. I will give you maybe 10 seconds to open your camera and we can all take picture. All right, I will count to 3 for the formal pose. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the next page. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the last page. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much. So before we will give time to the speaker to speak, I would like to read for today's rules. First of all, to our online participants, please kindly make sure that your microphone is off unless the committee gives you permission to turn it on. Second, should you have any questions for our speakers, please type it in the chat feature. Don't forget to write down your name and also your institution. We will share the presents link at the discussion session. So that will be all of the today's rules. And now I would like to read the CV for our speakers briefly. So she has experience in designing and conducting socioculture related and health behavior related research project with a variety of subjects, including experts, managers, teachers, adults, ethnic minorities, and etc. Collaborating in research teams with adhering to data analysis, experience in developing educational online toolkits and designing experiential learning programs or interdisciplinary projects aimed at skill development and sustainable development goals or SDGs. She had her Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology in Mahidol University and Master of Arts in Health Social Sciences in Mahidol University as well, and Doctor of Philosophy in Health Social Sciences in Mahidol University, Thailand. She has so many short courses. She is now a lecturer in the University of Social Sciences, VNUHCM, from 2015 until present. And she has so many research experiences and, of course, publication as well. So without any further ado, let us all give it up to our speaker, Dr. Phuc Ly. Pardon, how to pronounce your name, Doctor?
Yeah, Phuc. Yeah,
Phuc.
just call me Phuc. Yeah, right.
Okay, Dr. Phuc, the time is yours.
Okay. Thank you so much for your introductions. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Phuc, and now I'm lecturer at the Faculty of Anthropology. Actually, my major is medical anthropology. Today, I'm very happy to see you and share with you about my major. And as you know, actually, anthropology is the broad the concept, but anthropologists just take a broad to understand the many different aspects of the human experience. And some the anthropologists consider what makes up our biological bodies or genetics as well as our diet and health. And other anthropologists look to the past to see how the human group lived hundreds or thousands of years ago and what was important to them. And around the world, they observe the community as they exist today. And because they wanted to understand the practice of the different groups of the people from an insider's perspective. And now they study how people use the language or make the meaning or organize the social actions in our social group or the context. That's why today I want to talk with you some whether anthropology's insight can be applied to change behavior for development health promotions model or not. And today I would like to share with you what I want what I know, and I hope the webinar is the chance for us to share the knowledge together and have the chance to cooperation in the publications or conducting research in the future. If you have any questions, please leave it on the chat box, and I will try to respond. And in case we don't have enough time to talk more, we can talk it later via my email or WhatsApp later. And now I want to share with you some my presentation today. Can I share the screen right?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And now let's start. Because due to the limited time, but I just wanna present two parts to you today. The first thing is the concept of anthropology and medical anthropology, and the second is the developing of the culturally informed health promotions model. Um, as you know, I will to uh, present the concept of the anthropology first. When we talk about anthropology, you have the basic, just the basic concept, interactive perspective of the culture or the cultural relativism or holism or contextualizations or emit and ethics perspective on behavior and social determinant of the health and ethnographic method in behavior study. That is just the basic concept of the anthropology and medical anthropology. Um, the first thing we talk about the culture. As you know, the culture is the basic, just the basic concept of the cultural anthropology. But why is it? Culture is so close to us, right? And takes so much for granted, and it seems to be so natural, and that we find it difficult to define. Actually, more than 100 concepts. The scholar try to attempts to make to define the culture. One the definitions well known come from the Tyler. He is look like the father of the anthropology, and he said that the culture is that the complex whole which that includes knowledge, belief, art, morals, law, custom, and any other capabilities and habits acquired by man as a member of the society. And it is the so famous definitions in the anthropology. But another scholar like Cassins, he used the metaphor of the culture as a pair of the classes. Look like the classes we look the world and see the world in a particular way. And he said that the cultural comprised system or shared ideas, the system of the concept and rules and many that underlie are spread in the ways that human life. The culture actually refer to what the human learn, not what they do and make. And this the knowledge it provide the standard for deciding what can be, for deciding how one feels about it, for decide what to do about it and anything. And I choose to the definitions because it can be linked with the topic today. Um, another so I want to uh, emphasize that actually the anthropologists are not only interested in the ideas, the belief, or the meanings, but also they also interested in what the people do and actual practices of reflect the belief, reflect their practice. And that's why you can see some the characteristic of the culture, and they say the culture as the system of the shared meanings, the culture as the public, or the culture as the private, or the cultural meanings of the social process. For example, I want to give
Doctor,
you for example. Yeah,
excuse me, Doctor. Have you slideshow your screen, your
yeah,
PowerPoint?
I share already.
Is it
Can you see it?
still in the first slide?
Oh, really? Okay, let me check again.
Yes, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, let me check again. Okay, is it? Can you see it?
Yes, but it is not slideshow.
Oh, why? Why is not my song?
Now it is. Okay. Oh, it goes back.
Okay. Is
It's
it
not
okay?
slideshow again. It's not slideshow again.
Why? Let me share the whole screen.
Okay.
Window. Okay. Is
Yeah.
it okay?
It's okay. Can you use slideshow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw. See, let's see. Yeah, why? Come. Okay, now can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. You
Yes,
can see
now.
it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, and now I am talking about the character of the culture, right? I want to give you some example. The illness and health as the cultural phenomena. Actually, at least the four reasons the anthropologists view the health problems as the cultural phenomena. The first reason they often find it, I mean that the patient or the community they often find the origin of the people living and working conditions. For example, social economic status or gender positions and lifestyle are poverty is related to associated with the many diseases, and women are particular vulnerable due to both their productivity and their positions in the society. For example, when we talk about the lifestyle, can be affect their behavior. For example, the smoking or unbalanced diet or intravenous drug use and specific custom and dietary restriction can affect their behavior and their health. That's why we can uh, we can look the illness and health as the cultural phenomena throughout the people living and working conditions. And another reason is they are communicated to other in ways that are the cultural prescribed. For example, in the one culture, a sick person may be expected to show his pain, while in another she or he is expected to do the opposite. Again, patients in our one culture may seek the community of the others, while in another cultural system, she or he suffer in isolation. For example, in my the research in the past, I researched on like um, the ethnic minority in the the Highland Center, how they perceive the disease and how they use the flora and fauna to treat their disease, and they celebrate. Sometimes they say, okay, the disease come from the natural science, or the disease come from the publish of the uh, punish of like the gods or something like that. But nowadays, when the health system is improve or the developing, and they change the perspective in the health, and they say health the disease come from the virus and bacteria, and that's why they come to the health center. Uh, or you can say sometimes we because high in the center, because in the past they just believe like the god, the natural science, but when the religions like the Catholic Christian come there, and they give them their speech or guide them how to do the right the action, and that's why when they get the disease, they move to the health center system to treat the disease. And another the third reasons why we view the illness and health as a cultural phenomena, because they are explained and labeled in the in accordance with the existing and the cultural concept and dominant cultural belief that provide the illness explanations include hard or cold ideas and belief in the spirit or fear of the sweet craft or trust in the natural science, and that's why they label the cultural concept a lot. It when I did the research on the hypertension, and so interesting, they told to me they got the hypertension because they think their body uh, was not balanced hot and cold, and when they got the hypertension, it means like the hot, they feel so hot, and they describe explain their symptoms look like the headache, their face so red, so hot, and something like that. It means they label the cultural concept, and so when they explain that, and they think they need to take the medicines, and but if the balance hot or cold idea is not so much, they just take a rest, or they will drink the lemon just to reduce the hypertension. It is so funny when I did the research about the hypertension among the elderly people. um, the last region they experience in a way that has been influenced by revolving cultural idea, and whether an illness is regarded as the serious or harmless can vary from one culture to another, and such as ideas also affect how the patient experience the illness illness. And so, and if the illness is the cultural phenomena, and we say the health must be one as well, and people in different culture will have the different idea about the illness, about the health, and that's why they will choose another health behavior or health practices. Another concept I want to share with you about the cultural relativism. Actually, the cultural relativism in anthropology is so important because this concept is the basic assumptions with the cultural are diverse and unique, and they can only be understood in terms of their one standards and values, and cultural re- relativism does not imply but their own cultures in on the respect are the equal in the value. It means each the culture, each the community, they has own the culture, and it's not the culture is higher than another culture. And when we work with the community, and we should show the respect, the respect the culture. Um, I have the one the experience when I did the research on the mountain, and because some some of the people they show me the fauna and the flora to treat the disease, and I saw what they like, they cook, they repair, for example, they repair the 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 plant or the leaf or the animals. I say, wow, why they cannot why they do like this? If we just keep your mind look like the environmentalist, maybe you say you will blame them, you will say they did the wrong action or something like that. But when in anthropologists, they should respect, because it's like the value of the culture in on the mountain, and the meanings of the folklore, the folk recipe will will have them treat the disease and make them feel the confidence and make them feel comfortable, feel pleasure. And that's why we should to observe and talk to them. Why do why they do like that and they don't do like that. Yeah, and it's mean the cultural relativism. Um, and how the medical anthropology, because some the anthropology now you say actually the anthropology they has many divisions, the different divisions, the four subfields of the anthropology, and medical anthropology is one of the subfield. We talk about the applied anthropology and the medical anthropology. And as you know, during last few decades, medical research and public health specialists have shown an interesting interest in the anthropology now. And the main reason for this interest has been realizations that there is now more to health and disease than physical and biological processes. It has become clear that in order to overcome barriers to the uptake of the health interventions and develop cultural appropriate sustainable interventions, and is the first necessary to understand the social and the cultural context of the health and disease. And much of the enthusiasm for including anthropology in medical research has been based on assumptions that anthropology hold the key to target populations. It means the culture. And what's the culture is that the belief, that the attitude, that the practice, and in the particular of the in the particular culture, and that the anthropologists can advise how to improve the adherence in the clinical trial or influence, and they change the belief, change the attitude, and change behavior through the culturally appropriate the intervention. It means that we in the medical anthropology we have two objectives. The first objective, we solve the health problem in a particular system, and the and carry out in the collaborations with the biomedical health professional. And another aspect, another way that some the medical anthropologists is to um, understand the function of the medical system and the cultural phenomenon and development more general theories about underlying processes. And it's mean we have the two way in the medical anthropology. Yeah. I want to share with you is for the anthropological approach to study of the illness representations. The first, the illness representations is the folk belief, and it is so famous in the past and until now. So that when we conduct the disease, we also ask them what they believe the disease, what they think about, like think about their degree or their severe of the disease. Yeah, and the second, the illness representations is formal cognitive structure, and it means we look the illness in the context, in the structure, in the healthcare system. Yeah, and illness representation is the cultural constituted illness realities, and it means you focus on the meaning of the disease. And when we understand the meaning of the disease, we can understand why they choose this treatment, not that treatment. And illness representations is authorized misrepresentations. It come from the radical medical anthropology, and nowadays in the most the anthropologists they try to combine. They try to combine like the folk belief is mean the first way, and the second way they look everything under the political, the economic perspective to understand about the disease, understand about their behavior, and we call the ritual medical anthropology. Another concept so important in the anthropology, we talk about the conceptualizations and holism. Yeah, and holism is meant holism is meant you look at something as a whole. Holism try to integrate all that is know about the human beings and their activity. For example, when you want to understand their behavior, they don't try to find the reason from the social economic. It's not enough. Sometimes you have to try to explore the culture, explore the power, explore the inequality, explore the society, explore the healthcare system to can help you understand why they do like that, why they treat like that, and it's made holism. And holism, another meaning is made some the research I cannot do. I cannot do it by myself. I have to combine the knowledge, combine the theoretical, combine the theories, combine the methodologies from another fields. For example, I have to ask my friend. They are the doctors. When I did the research the cervical cancer or did the research on the hypertension, I also asked my friend. They are the doctor, and when the doctor talk give me the knowledge on the hypertension and knowledge on the cervical cancer and help me to look their explanation, their belief on that disease is so holism. Yeah, it's meant holism. And the context utilization. Context is so important in the medical anthropology because if you want to know about their behavior, you should put their behavior in the context, because if in the context it's work but another context is not work, and sometimes they will be blamed. For example, the patient, the elderly people in the community, I did the research on hypertension. They show me many ways they practice, they treat the hypertension. But if I make if I give their treatment to another context, to another in the urban, maybe they blame. They say, "Oh, your community do it. It's not wrong. It's not based on the scientific perspective or something like that." But in your community, in the rural community, they practice it so often, and they say, "Oh, they celebrate the level of the symptom. This symptom they will take a rest. That symptom they will take a medicines, and another symptom they will go to the hospital or something like that. They celebrate, but if I don't understand their context, I cannot explain their behavior. And so that's why the anthropological approach to gain understand of the certain subject is to study in its the context. And when we talk about the context, sometimes we, because I use the radical medical anthropology, that's why I also look at like the political and economic or political and healthcare system in the community to explain their behavior. Yeah. And another concept we talk about the admit and eat it. The admit it means the insider view, and it means the outsider views, and it's so difficult for us to practice because sometimes we cannot keep in your mind when you do the analysis, and so I admit it means you how people within the culture perceive their own behavior. That's why you should look how they believe their behavior, how they believe their health. But after you collect the data, you have the data already, and now you just back on the outsider view, look like the scientists, and you have to analyze the science. You do the scientific analyze. You not based on the insider view, because if you use the insider view when you do the analysis, sometimes you will how can I say you will be unbalanced, and you will breakfast, yeah, and something like that. Um, another perspective, because in the anthropology, you mean that the culture is the important, the concept, the culture is the important, the factor to their behavior, their perceptions. But another culture, we have the social determinant of the health. For example, we talk about poverty, we talk about the education, the gender, or the power. And nowadays we saw the power dynamics and how the social inequality impacts their health and their behavior, and it's so new the ways to look at the health and the health behavior. In the context of the health promotion, because in the anthropology, we also collect the data and analyze the data based on the qualitative approach. It's even though we also combine the quantitative, but most the anthropologists like to use the qualitative to collect the data, to analyze the data, because they believe that the qualitative approach, they can participate, they can observe, they can interview, and they can focus group discussions during a long time with the community, and they can understand the context, and then they will explain their behavior, their perceptions on the health more deeply, more thick description or something like that. And that's why in the context of the health promotion, the ethnography offers several advantages, because they had the cultural sensitivity and relevance, or holistic understanding of the health behavior. If you do the ethnography, you can identify of the barrier and facilitate the behavior change in the community, because they have to live, they have to work, they have to observe the community for a long time. Yeah, and during the field work, during ethnography, the first step they should do like that. It means you should build a trust and rapport to with the community. And in the context of the health promotion, it's so important. If you cannot build trust and rapport well with the community, you cannot help them, you cannot support them, that you cannot persuade them to change behavior in to practice the health promotion. Yeah, that's why the first step in the anthropology, the first step in the field in the ethnography, we also the build the trust and the rapport. And another advantage is the flexible and adaptive intervention. and nowadays, and we any intervention is toward to the sustainable, right? And how we can get the sustainable intervention. Some the anthropologists, some the scholar, they define the empowerment. Empowerment is so important to help the community to practice, to maintain the intervention so for a long time, and that's why ethnography offers several advantages in the context of the health promotion. And in the and during the ethnography, actually, what do the anthropologists do? Actually, they apply many techniques, many tools. Participate observation, interviewing, focus group discussion is so famous for us, right? But nowadays, some this project they apply the visual method. They use the visual method to explore the health, to explore their behavior, and or they use the PRA, the cultural mapping, the photo voice, the problem tree, the Venn diagram to identify the health problem and help them to design their behavior. Yeah, and that's why nowadays we in the anthropology field we use a lot of the tool. We combine a lot of the technique, the tool to collect the data, to work with the community and analysis the data. Yeah, and there is the concept, the basis concept on the anthropology. And now I want to move the second part, how we develop of the cultural informed health promotion model. I want to share about before this, I want to talk about a little bit about the health behavior. And health behavior is mean the people try to find, right? Try to find the treatment, try to find the way to improve their health or maintain their health or something like that. And in the health behavior, we have a lot of the theories talk about the behavior behavior change. And I just saw you six the behavioral theories is applied more often. For example, if you want to explain the big explanation, you can use the health building model or the theory of the regional action or the theory of the planned behavior. And if you want to look at the behavior change, why they change the behavior, why they action like that, you can use the social cognitive theory or social ecological model of the behavior or the theoretical model. For example, in my dissertations on the use the traditional medicines among the elderly people, I use the health billing model to explain why the elderly use the traditional medicines. Yeah, I explore the belief on the pros or the cons of the traditional medicines, how they perceive of their severe of the disease, and they will use the traditional medicines. For example, the elderly they use the traditional medicine just for some their common disease, like the how can I say, I forgot, like like the hypertension, like the joint, the joint pain, the leg pain. It's meant just reduce the pain. And another, they use traditional medicines. They get balance hot and cold inside their body, or they use the traditional medicines help them to make their sleep well. But for like the stroke, they they think they cannot use the traditional medicines. Uh, and after the post stroke, they think the traditional medicine is better than the physical therapy. Yeah, it's mean they perceive how they perceive affect how they practice. Yeah. And some the theoretical perspective in medical anthropology, we have we also have the sixth theoretical perspective in medical anthropology. Look about the health, about the health practice, health behavior. For example, the structural functionalism, or the ecological perspective, the political economic model, or the transactionalist model, or the connected and symbolic approach, or rhetorical anthropology. Because today we don't have enough time to talk more detail about this. I just give you some the question, some example. For example, in the structural functionalism, actually the structural functionalism was the dominant anthropological theoretical perspective between 1920 and 1916, but would seem to be have been largely abandoned by anthropologists today. And this is true only in a formal sense, and its basic tenets are still very much alive and are even considered as the self-evident in anthropology. Social and cultural phenomena are seen as the functionally interconnected, and based to the structural maintenance of the society. And the anthropologist's task is to show how the different elements interact to make the society into what it is. And often use the metaphor of this perspective is the human body, whose various organs and limbs have different functions, with the contribute to the overall functioning of the body. And society then is seen as this system, as just look like the human body. For example, we talk about your body, right? We have the lungs, the eye, the leg, the arm, everything, right? And the organs should the connected, and it make your body, your body. And if your one of the part of your body die function, it means you get the disease, and you will find many ways to cure, to heal, or to treat the disease, right? And look, and in the society like that, one the society can run, can operate, they need some the institution, like the healthcare institution, education institution, economic institution. They work together and operate and run the society. And based on a theoretical perspective, when you apply to the field of the medical anthropology, you see the illness is of dice function of the body, and healthcare contribute to the maintenance of the society as a whole by repairing the sick individuals. It's meant the structural functionalism. And another with the ecological perspective. Ecological perspective means the anthropologists, they view the culture as the human adaptation to environment, and the cultural phenomena are seen first and foremost as the human solution to problems posed by the natural environment. For example, the climate, the land, the water resources, or something like that. And by viewing the culture as the continual adaptation to both the culture and the nature, we are better able to grasp the culture change. And culture become then a dynamic concept. And in the ecological model, health is regarded as the result of the successful adaptation to environmental challenge, and disease the outcome of the failure to adapt. And medicines both curative or preventive is seen as a cultural device to restore optimal adaptation. For example, now I am conducting the research on the farmer community on the Highland Central. They 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 raise the swarm silk. Yeah, they raise the swarm to make the silk. um because the climate change in that area happens uh so terrible that and I go there and I want to see now how they do their livelihood, how they work, how they raise the silk because we swarm. Because when they raise the swarm, they cannot use the pesticide. They cannot use the fertilizer. Yeah, but next to this community, that community, they they roll the tea, the coffee and the tea. And the tea they have to use more perspective pesticide and fertilize so much. And now the conflict between this community and that community, when they protect their health, when they maintain their health, how they can solve their problem. And I'm conducting the research. That's why the finding is not enough to share with you now, but after maybe next year when I make the publication, I think I will can share with you about the finding like that. I use the ecological perspective to look about the health and their conference they solve the problem. Yeah. And the political economic model. Our researchers, our anthropologists, they draw their inspiration from the view culture mainly as the outcome of the political and economic circumstance, and health or lack of health uh, and the quality of the healthcare are determined by the social competition between groups of the people and the unequal distribution of the scarce resources. And problem is in the field of the health or in the healthcare in the development country may be linked to social and economic inequality and poverty, which are often seen as the consequence. Yeah, for example, in my dissertation, I also explore why the uh, because when I analyze, I celebrated many groups of the elderly, and one group of the elderly, they so poor. They are the poor. They are poor. They miserable in their community. And when and where they try to find the treatment, it's not the hospital, it's not in the community. They find the treatment in the religion, for example, in the pagoda or in the shrine, in the temple or something like that. Yeah. And it means, and another, the poverty also, they have the health insurance. They have the insurance, the free health insurance card for them, because they are the poor people, but they don't use the healthcare insurance because they think that the medical expenses include the traveling, the food, the medical, the work, or something like that. But health insurance just cover one of the expenses for them, and another expenditure they cannot cover, they cannot afford. That's why they don't go to the hospital for the treatment. They go to the pagoda and everything is free for them, because when they go to pagoda, sometimes they got the rug and the food is near your house. They go, they go on foot. They no need to take a bus, or no need to ask someone to take them to the hospital. Yeah. This means we look at the political economic model like that. And the cognitive and the symbolic approach. In this, the cognitive and symbolic approach, other anthropologists emphasize the importance to the cognitive and symbolic aspect of culture. And as we have seen in the first, this view has proved to be particularly useful and productive in the medical anthropology. And questions should be: what is the illness? And how do people explain and label illness? And how they do the choose between various corrective alternative? And how do they communicate with health practitioners? May be useful address from a cognitive point of view. For example, some the elderly in the community use the traditional medicine. They go to the hospital because they believe the health practitioners in the hospital look like their relative, because most the doctor working in the hospital live the same community with them, and that's why they believe the health practitioner and believe the competency of the health practitioners. Or when I do the I did the research on the cervical cancer among the female sex worker, and most of the female sex worker, they know cervical cancer is a dangerous disease, and they think everyone can get the cervical cancer, and that's why they say they no need to do the cervical cancer screening. They no need to do the cervical cancer test. And they say you get the disease because your God or your some the natural science publish you, and you cannot control. That's why no need to do anything. When you cannot control, no need to do anything. No need to screening. No need to go to hospital. No need to to have check up every month or every quarter, even though they get the programs, the health education program or health program, the free health check program in the community, but they don't go. Sometimes I ask them about maybe they how how do they feel the community look at you when you go to the health check program? They say no, they don't care. They don't care how another people look at them, look at about their career, their job. Yeah, even they don't scare of the stigma, but they think the disease, the cervical cancer, um, is like everyone can get it and they cannot control. That's why no need to do anything. Yeah, and it's made I I look at like the connective and symbolic approach when I do the cervical cancer screening. Yeah, and the last, the radical anthropology, and actually the radical anthropology nowadays they combine, they combine interacted the political, economic, and the cognitive symbolic view, and try to connect macro micro level insight in the social processes to explain, to explore the health issue and health behavior. um and now, how to integrate the local belief and health system into promotion strategy. Um, I just based on my experience or based on my observation when I did some research with my college. I said that understanding cultural belief and practice is so important. For example, the the different culture have unique belief and about the causes and the treatment of the disease, right? And health promotion of thought that take this disease into account are more likely to be accepted. And for example, in some the culture, illness may be viewed as the result of the spiritual and other supernatural force, like my research on the Highland. And so now, intervention that interact both modern medical practice and traditional healing method are more to gain traction. That's why you need to understand the cultural belief and practice before you design the intervention for their community. And another, you engaging community leaders and influencers. Actually, in the many community, the leaders such as the elder, the religious figures, or the local healers hold significant influence over health-related decisions, and these figures can be essential allies in promoting health measures and insurance community buying. For example, in on the Highland Center, I did the research. I asked them who they believe when who they ask the advice when they get the disease, or or when they want to solve any problem in their life. They say go to the church, go to the pagoda, go to the elderly, the elderly, the eldest in the community, look like the leader of the community. Just ask them. Yeah. So if you want to design the health promotion strategy, you should work so much uh, closely with the leader, the community leaders and influencers, and you have to find who are the influencers in the community. Yeah, and respect cultural norms and value, because I told you the culture is not one factor to affect their health or behavior. We can look at about the social, about the gender norms and affect health behavior, especially in area like uh, mental care and nutrition. And understanding and respecting this role while promoting gender sensitive intervention is crucial. For example, I I did a research on the hypertension, and I divide the female and male discussion, the group discussion. In the female this group discussion, they talk about how they don't go to the hospital. Well, they go to the hospital when they get the hypertension more often than male. I ask why. They say because they are wife, they are mother, they need the good health to take care of their family. But in the male group discussion, I ask the same question, and they say when they get the hypertension, they really they seldom go to the hospital, except their symptom get worse, they need to go to the hospital. But just like the middle level, middle symptom, they don't go to the hospital. They say it look like the flu, it look like the cough, and you get it so often. And why you go to the hospital? Because when you go to the hospital, you will waste the time. You waste the time, and I am so strong, I don't need to go to the hospital, and I think I can get over. I just take the medicines and it's okay, and I solve the time. I use the time to work because I need to earn the money. I am the breadwinner in the family. Yeah, this in the where it's so interesting for me why the female and the male, they choose, they have the different strategy. And now in the rural community, most the health promotion, the health program, when we invite them to the whole the uh, get the information on the health, on the diet, or something like that. But just the female go, the man not attended. Yeah, and most the female. And when I remember last year, last 2 years, I and some the Singaporean student from the RV University come make one the project on the health for nutrition day for the elderly of the in the community. So interesting. Just the just the female come, not the male. And I asked the leader why I cannot see the male. And the leader of the community say the female, the male now, they don't want to attend, they want to join the activity in the community because they think waste the time. That's why they ask their wife join it, and their wife want to connect, want to communicate, want to uh, want to deal with their stress because they think their wife or their in the family will be stressed. That's why now they give the chance for wife to go to the community, join the activity to reduce the stress. And but and after that I asked, can you invite some the male come to and join with the activity with us or not? And she will try, and on that day few of the male come, but most of the participants are the female. Yeah, it's so interesting for me when I do some the research on the in the rural community. Yeah, or the in incorporating traditional practice in health intervention. In this, I think in many cultures, traditional healers and practice play an important role in the healthcare and health promotion program that integrate or acknowledge these practices can bridge the gap between the traditional and modern medicines, and it's so important. Actually, in Vietnam, the area, some the community don't have the healer now, but when we talk about the traditional practices, I mean, I focus on like, how can I say, in the traditional medicine, um traditional healer, they don't get certificate from the university, but they get the knowledge. They can treat the disease based on the generation in their family. Yeah. um so how to how to solve the problem, how to incorporate in between the traditional practice into health intervention, how to integrate traditional and modern medicine is so difficult. And if when you design the remote health promotion strategy, we should think about that. Yeah. And another, when we talk about adapt health message to local communication style, um, uh, because nowadays the language barrier, along with the difference in how the information is shared and understood, and can affect the success of the health promotion. For example, if you make the promotion strategy or health promotion for the elderly, you should think how you can give them health measures, because some the how some the elderly nowadays, they don't use the app. They seldom use the app to find information on the internet, on the website. They cannot. They use the mobile phone. But they cannot use the application to find or to check or to maintain their health, and how you give health messages to them. It's so important, and you should think about it. Yeah. And another, we have like the aggressions, cultural barrier with the cultural context, structural barrier with cultural context. Because why the cultural factors are important, and structural barriers such as like poverty, access to education, and lack of healthcare infrastructure are often influence health behavior. And tailoring health promotion will be address these barriers with the cultural framework. For example, in the community with the limit access to clean water, access to the internet, how promotion, how health promotion can cross the structural barrier to help the community. And you should think about that. Yeah. And another, we developing participatory health promotion model. In this, because the tailoring health promotion to cultural context often involve the participatory approaches where the community member actively contribute to design, to implement, to evaluate of the health intervention. And now how you can ask them join with you, how you can ask their participation in your health intervention is so important when you design the health promotion model. Yeah, because if you just design health promotion model like the top pattern approach, maybe they the community they cannot accept their your help in intervention, or they accept but they not maintain. It's not toward the sustainable. Yeah. And some does not, and I want to share with you the strategy for collaborating with the local community and stakeholder in health promotion. And the first, we engage in the community members in participatory approaches, or you building trust the community, or you collaborate with the local leader and influencers, or you involve the local health worker or organization, or you engage in stakeholder in collaboration planning, or you develop culturally sensitive hair message. And after that, after you do any after you do some step, you should think about how you can build the capacity for the community, because nowadays how health promotion intervention or health promotion strategy is based on the community driven community driven. Yeah. It means after you have them and you back your country, and now they have they themselves run it, maintain it, practice it. Yeah, it means you have to help them to identify and build the competency in the community, and monitoring and adapting programs based on community feedback, or ensuring sustainability through community ownership. That's why there's some strategy for the collaborating with the local community and stakeholder in the health promotion. That's all I want to share with you today. I hope I will can discuss or can talk more with you. Yeah, thank you so much for your attendance. And this is my email and my WhatsApp. You can give me the questions if we don't have time to talk more today. Yeah, thank you so much for your attendance.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fu. Do we still have time to discuss?
Yeah, just a little bit, just a 10 or
Okay.
15 minutes is okay for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. To all participants, is there any question that you might want to ask to our speaker today? Please. Actually, I could say that the situation and condition in Vietnam is almost similar with Indonesia. Like when you said that we have to collaborate with the leader, the society leader.
Yeah.
I can say that yes, that is so true. That is very correct. And then when you said that the condition from what is it, comparing the woman participation with man participation, usually tend to like women tend to want to participate more than the men. And they also use the reason that men always busy to work and so on and so on. So that is one reason that I think we have similarities here from Indonesia and Vietnam.
Yeah, but when we talk design some the health promotion or how the program, if you cannot get the involvement both gender, it's so difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so difficult for us to run to operate the program.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Do you have any experiences when you were doing your anthropological research? Is there any like what is the biggest obstacles for doing the anthropological research?
Yeah, actually we have a lot of a lot of disadvantage or a lot of difficulties. For example, it's the first step when we build the trust, build a rapport with the community. It's so difficult for us. Yeah, because sometimes they have the different culture. Yeah, different culture and different language. How we accept them. Yeah, because for example, because I interested in like the elderly population, the elderly population, and you know the elderly population in rural and in the urban is so different style.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, you get the elderly population in rural maybe easier than the urban, easier than the urban. Yeah, sometimes I make like just the mini project, just the mini project for the elderly population in the urban. I cannot accept them. Yeah, I cannot accept them because they say um they feel not safety. They feel not safety. Yeah, they just live at home and do everything around their home.
Yes.
They seldom go join the activity in the community. That's why I cannot accept them, and I asked the community leader help me to accept them. It's maybe it's so difficult for me to talk with them at the first time. I have to spend much time to get the to build the trust first, and then I can get the yeah. And but in anthropology, actually, if you conduct research in the ethnic minority, you should have their language. Yeah, you
Right.
should study their language.
Yes, that's
But
right.
it's so difficult for us because we don't have the time to study the language. But that's why when they talk with us, they use my language, right?
Oh,
Because in Vietnam we have 54 ethnic minority,
okay.
and we use like the official language. Yeah, and when I did the research, I mean I should study their language, but I cannot. But they use my language to answer my question, and sometimes that is not well. That's why they cannot explain exactly what they think,
Yes.
what they believe, and so I sometimes I it's so hard for me to analyze the data. Yeah,
So I
it's
think we need to have a insider that
yeah,
speak
that's
their
what
language.
I have to live in on the mountain at least 1 or 2 months. Yeah,
Oh,
in the past, because some based on the level of the project, some the project they just go 1 or 2 weeks, or some the project we have to live with them 1 month or
yes.
3 months or something like that.
Yes, I think it will be very difficult to finish an anthropological research for just 2 weeks. We
Yeah,
need exactly more than 1 month.
yeah, but nowadays because we have like the internet, right, and technology is increasing and affect their fewer affect their affect the anthropologist fewer ethnography. Yeah, because nowadays in the past we have to go directly with the community and ask
Yes.
the community, right? But nowadays we just design the questionnaire and design the link and send the link, and they
Okay.
will choose for them, right?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's why just think about the data.
Yeah.
What is the valid of the data?
Does Vietnam still has remote areas?
Half we have, sometimes we have some
Oh,
remote area. Yeah.
okay. And they cannot access the internet?
No, actually, they cannot access the internet, but it's not stable. It's not stable.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
not
So
stable.
they have the access but not stable. So
Yeah,
actually
stable.
not really remote, okay? You can still access the
Yeah,
internet.
because we try the government try to improve the
Yeah.
healthcare system, the infrastructure. Yeah,
Yes, that's good. Nice.
yeah.
Okay, so do we have any question, everyone? To all participants? Okay, so if there is no question from the audiences, I would like to announce that you can access the attendance link that we already have shared on the chat box, and the certificate will be sent to your email. So please write down your correct email and your full name on the presents link. So due to the agenda that we have today, and also Dr. Fukli have to leave our Zoom meeting today. I would like to say thank you very much, and our deepest gratitude to our speaker, to Dr. Fukli. Thank you very much for sharing your information, your knowledge, and everything about the anthropological in behavior changes for developing health promotion model today. Thank you very much. And I
Yeah,
would like, yes. Do you have any closing statement, Dr. Fuk?
yeah.
Do you
Sorry.
have any closing statement?
Not yet.
Okay. 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 Thank you very much once again. Should you have any question, you can directly WhatsApp Dr. Hook, and she
Yeah.
has already shared her number. And later on, I would like to share her. Can we share your material as well?
Yeah. Actually.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So
Yeah.
thank you very much, everyone, and also thank you very much, Dr. Fook. I would like to say we hope that this event will have a positive impact to all of us. And it has been my pleasure to be the host for this event. We look forward to seeing you all for the next event. Thank you very much. I wish you all have a pleasant day. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, thank you so much for your attendance. Thank you for your invitation. I hope that I can share with you about my findings research. Yeah, because
Yes,
I saw
yes.
that. Yeah, thank you so
Yes, thank
much.
you very
Yeah,
much. Looking forward for the next collaboration with you. Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
The main goal of the Faculty of Public Health is to enhance society health not limited to a certain age group. To achieve the purpose of society's awareness on health and having healthy behavior, the Faculty of Public Health Diponegoro University focuses on high-quality alumni on public health.
Our vision is to become an excellent higher education institution in the field of public health in the international level.
Our purposes are to produce graduates who have the spirit of Panchasila, competent and have social awareness, complete and miracle. To produce innovative research, publication in reputable national and international journals, attainment in intellectual property right, contribution in solving public health problems, to organize transparent and accountable public health higher education, organizing cooperation and partnership in the field of three pillars of higher education.
We always support the improvement of the education quality process by enriching knowledge through visiting professors from top international universities, general lectures from many reputable universities, international conference with varied speaker, summer course, joint researcher, student achievement, and so on.
We have international programs since 2016 in order to support Diponegoro University to be world-class university or WCU. The programs are 4-degree program and non-degree programs such as International Class, International Conference of Public Health, Tropical and Coastal Development or ICOPH TCD, and summer course. We are committed to improve the quality of the education process by enriching knowledge through visiting professors from top international universities, general lectures from many reputable universities, international conference with varied speakers, and summer courses. We also focus on development of science and discovery of new findings through research from upstream to downstream, joint research with many reputable universities and international NGOs, international and national publication, including joint publication with professors and lecturers from international universities. Our research also resulted to some invention that registered to the patent and intellectual property right.
This is my first visit, and I hope it'll be the first of many, and I hope that some of your students will perhaps come and join us to study at postgraduate level in Dundee in the near future.
Community service is also one of our main concerns. We are committed to always contributing to solving public health problems at the local and national levels through networking, community empowerment, and many more. And furthermore, we also published the result in some accredited journal of community services.
We are committed to improve the quality of the health human resources and communities' quality of life through public health high-quality education at any level.
Therefore, we have high-quality lectures and academic staffs. As per today, we have 7 professors, lecturers graduated from top global universities and top national universities as well. To support the lecturing activities, we provide the laboratories with sufficient tools and equipment. To support the lecturing activities, we provide the laboratories with sufficient tools and equipment. We train our lecturers and academic staff to improve our quality according to the technology development. We also have joint research and publication with national and international institutions such as NTU, ANU, UMS, UKM, Mahidol University, WSL, UNICEF, UNAIDS, and many more. We also facilitate non-academic activities for students and all academic staff such as basketball field, volleyball field, bicycles. Also facilitate academic activities such as library, online library, discussion rooms, and journal room. We also support student achievements and accomplishment in local, national, and international competition.
At Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia, I was lucky enough to be an inbound student at UNDIP.
I really appreciate the UNDIP Faculty of Public Health team
I really appreciate my time here, and I just want to thank UNDIP and all the faculty for such a memorable practicum experience, and I hope to be back in the future.
By producing high-quality public health alumni, it will certainly provide the widest possible benefits to society in general. In this way, our main goal, which is increasing the society's quality of life, can be achieved optimally.